What? I'm watching the ball game.
Look at this.
Did that break already? I just bought this last month.
No, the text messages. Look at the text messages.
I know you hate text messages. Why don't you just call him?
I did. He's not picking up.
So?
Dinner's at 6:30.
So he'll eat later.
They say that kids that eat with their parents do better in school.
Who's they? What do you want me to do, Mary?
Oh, I want you to look at this.
It's a report card. He got an A in woodshop. Chip off the old block.
Yeah, and B's and C's and everything else.
Well, he doesn't need more than that to take over the family business.
I told you he wants to go to college.
And study what, I ask you?
Philosophy.
Sex on the internet?
Not pornography. Philosophy.
Whatever. Look, he can study whatever he wants. But it's my family business that took care of us when you had your little problem.
Oh, like I did that by myself.
Yeah, I know. An angel came to visit you in the night. I've heard that a million times before. Look, he's always been a good kid. No drugs, no drinking.
Yeah, well, except that one time at the wedding reception.
Never anything since then.
Well, you know, he argues a lot with people in class. And he says things that pisses them off. Mrs. Wilson said,
Who's Mrs. Wilson?
his social study teacher, if you had come to the open house.
I was working.
Well, Mrs. Wilson said that he called banks a den of thieves.
So what?
So some of the kids in the class, their parents work at a bank.
So?
So, you know what? He challenges authority a little bit too much. You know, I'm worried he's going to piss off the wrong person someday.
He's just a kid, don't worry.
Yeah, and what do you know about those guys he hangs out with?
Look, he's known Luke since they were both in preschool.
Yeah, and that Peter, all he wants to do is fish.
Maybe that's where they are. What do you open the umbrella for?
I felt the drop. I don't see him. Don't you think it's a little odd that he's always hanging around with the guys? When you were his age, didn't you like the girls?
Oh yeah, and the girls love me too. Don't worry, he's just a slow starter.
You don't think our Jesus is, you know.
Queer? No, he's straight as an arrow, just like me. Well, let me give you a taste. Come here. Besides, he's been hanging out with that girl Mary Magdalene.
Oh, don't get me started with her. She's, you know, loose.
Wait. So first you're worried that he's queer, and now you're worried that he's hanging around with some whore? I mean, make up your mind.
Not a whore. She's just not a good girl. Talk to him when he gets home tonight.
Tomorrow. First thing in the morning.
Yeah? And tell him no more with that gang, the Apostles, or whatever their name is. And no more Maggie.
I promise. This is the last supper that he's ever going to be late.
If he wants to go to college, he has to get his grades up.
Yeah, he's going to change the world. Kids.
Kids. Huh?
Sorry I'm late.
Your father's been worried about you. I already put your food away.
Not till you're 21, young man.